Right, here's Silver Surfer. I was hoping to demonstrate the self-oscillation, but for whatever reason, it's not doing it now. So, that means that I can actually have the wheel going this time, I think. And we're all ready to go. I've rewired. It's still the same circuit, and the only thin wires I've got are the ones on that board. I'll be rebuilding the circuit at some point. The battery's been discharged to 12. It's actually recovered to about 12.23, but I've actually just been doing a bit of tuning so that I don't ramble and lose the plot. So we're ready to go. It's all connected. All I have to do, hopefully, is give it a spin. And then here we go. Right. So hopefully you can see those. The left one is the charging battery with a range of 100 milliamps. The right one is the primary battery with, and I'm on the 500 milliamp range. So wind the resistance down, and it goes up to quite. Oh, hold on, I wasn't quick enough. I think it's the wheel's stopping. So let's get some sort of speed back in it. And let's wind it right down. So it was going faster than that, but we're getting 20, 30 milliamps at this slow speed. I'm just going to have to wait for it to. Oh, let's give it another spin. That's a bit more like it. Right. Okay. Let's go up in resistance. And the spot I found that's probably the best. So that's zero. Can't remember what resist. I've got a tiny little fixed resistor in there. It's about 20 ohms. I'm currently on 0, and I'm moving very slowly. It goes through the crazy periods, and then the draw current drops right down from 500 to about 200 in no time at all. And as I keep raising I'm raising the resistance here, and yet the charging current has now just shot up to around 80. Now I think that's probably the best spot for the gap I've got, which is probably a little on the large side. However, I actually don't know how to tune a gap sensibly. I've not actually really done much of that. I mean, do I just change the gap and retune and see whether I like it or not? That's probably what I will do. But we'll just make sure this is settled down. It's going at a passable speed, and it's streamlined, so it's all looking quite snacky actually. All silver wheel. Yeah, it still seems to be picking up speed. So let's see what the current's done. It's changed a bit, so we'll probably need to retune. Let's go down slightly and see if we can find that. Oh, there we are. That's where it goes silly. So I'm raising the resistance very slightly, and with a bit of luck it'll settle down at the higher value. There we are. It suddenly settles. Going up an ohm or two, and that's probably probably it. And as you can see, the voltage, well, it's up to 12.4 now, and the primary hasn't changed a great deal. So that looks like quite a good initial tuning. I think I'll just leave it like that and see how good it is, and then I'll work out how to tune the gap best. It's all a bit of a lash up. I'll probably have to get a fatter clamp actually if I want to narrow the gap. Or I could probably do it just by the whole thing's actually movable, so that will increase the gap, and that will, up to a point, narrow it. I can just stick something underneath, because it's all pretty heavy. I've got the battery on it, it's quite hard wood, and then of course there's the weight of the coil, so it's quite a weight. Well, it still vibrates at low speed. Anyway, there we have it. I'm just going to let it run for a bit, possibly retune slightly as the speed changes, because it seems to have slipped away from the nice spot, and it looks like we'll be able to get 80 for quite a modest draw. 250 to 80. That's definitely the best I've had to date. So I think I'm moving in the right direction. This is actually with coil number 2, and it looks like coil number 3 is certainly better on Shorty. I've just finished charging that, and I'm currently discharging it through this tiny little underpowered resistor. It gets terribly hot and looks horribly burnt now. So that's what happens when your resistor's a little underpowered. That's a 3/4 watt resistor. I probably really ought to have a 3 or 4 watt resistor, but these are the only ones I've got at the moment. So I must get some bigger resistors if I'm going to continue discharging in that manner. Maybe I'll just find a better load, work it out properly, and put a proper load on it. So that's where I am at the moment. I'm rather disappointed I can't show you this self-oscillation. Yes. Anyway, there you go. That's it.